Hi, Siva.
Hey Jody.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Civica?
Sure, my name is Siva and I've been working with Civica Justice Services in the contact center as a first point of contact by taking calls for the Fines Victoria customers. My day-to-day responsibilities are assisting customers with their general inquiries, right from nominations, payment plans, reviews within our business guidelines.
So you mentioned reviews. Can you tell us a little bit more about that process?
I would say I get around 25% of the calls in a day pertaining to reviews. These range from qualifying the customers whether they are eligible to submit the review in the first place and walking them to the website, advising of the process as once the review is submitted, and advising of the outcome and what are their options available to them after the review has been processed.
So what are some of the more difficult calls that you've had?
So these calls are pretty interesting because you do learn a lot in terms of customer service perspective and dealing with these difficult customers. So one that comes off to my head is a recent call that I had from this lady who was super furious over the phone that she received a fine at the notice of final demand stage, which was a parking fine. And during the call, I was able to find out that she's just become aware of the fine today and at the end of the day, and she was not even the person driving the vehicle. Realizing that, I've advised her of the enforcement review process under the person unaware grounds. Advising this to her really put her at ease, knowing that she had options on how to deal with her outstanding matters.
So how's your experience been here at Civica?
I would say Civica is one of the best companies that I work for so far in my career, and because everyone is super friendly and approachable here in the contact center.
I'm Liana. I am the mailroom team leader. The role of the mailroom is we handle all of the incoming correspondence sent in via customers and prepping the RTS which have been sent back. When the incoming mail is received, we process it by prepping it and putting it in pigeonholes to allocate it to the correct scanning jobs. Once we batch it, we scan it into Alaris Capture Pro and assign it to a particular work QID, and then the script in the background will actually create a view task for that. What I enjoy about Civica is the team. We all work together really hard and to ensure that we're getting the job done and at the highest quality, not only within just the mailroom but with other departments as well.
Hello, my name is Georgie and I'm a correspondence officer here at Civica Justice Service. We assist FB with processing written, electronic, and sometimes even fax correspondence. We process on average 1,500 pieces of individual correspondence per day. This covers a wide variety of inquiries, which can include internal reviews, enforcement reviews, court requests, payment arrangements, and any general inquiries. That being said, let's walk on over to one of our correspondence officers, Maurice, who will guide us through the enforcement review process. Hi Maurice.
Hi Georgie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
It's good. So, what's your position here at Civica?
Like you, I'm also a correspondence officer. I do a whole variety of tasks, including enforcement reviews, which I believe we want to talk about now.
How would you receive an enforcement review?
Well, like all tasks that we receive, or correspondence I should say, we use a system called View. Generally, any correspondence that we receive, irrespective of what matter, it's processed in our mailroom, it's scanned, and it's assigned to a task that we can access through the View system here upstairs. We have a system that allows us to allocate tasks to us, each of us individually as correspondence officers, and then we just go from there. We go through each task one at a time and process them.
When you open up an enforcement review, what do you look for?
There's a lot of things that we actually do need to check, and we've got to be really careful because obviously we need to consider things like privacy, etc., and so forth. We need to make sure that the obligation or infringement numbers that are listed on the correspondence match what we have on file on system, and obviously name, address information, that kind of stuff as well.
Now that you're satisfied that you can proceed, what's the next step?
Okay, at that point we're looking to actually log the challenge or see if we can actually log the challenge. Now there might be one or a whole number of matters that is in the correspondence. We're dealing with multiple fines or just the one fine. We need to assess at what stage each of those matters are at, whether they're actually eligible to have an enforcement review logged against them, and if not, why not? And if there are any other reasons why, as to why we can't log a challenge, that has to be noted on the file for further processing.
Once the challenge is logged and everything's ready to be forwarded to Fines Victoria, how would you forward it?
Well, this is a really good thing about the process today. In the past, everything was manual, so we would literally have to print off all of the correspondence, manage it into batches, and forward it manually through the Fines Victoria. Today, everything's much more environmentally friendly. No more printing, we just forward it all electronically. Again, through the same system, through View. The folks at Fines Victoria, they also have access to the same system. In this instance, with enforcement reviews, what we would do is we would create a new task that is specific for Fines Victoria. We have all the information that they need so that they can further process the task from their end.
Thank you so much for your time, Maurice. It's been lovely chatting with you.
It's all my pleasure.
So who are you and what do you do at Civica?
My name's Kim Richards and I work in the Complaints and FE Assist team.
So once a complaint comes to your team, how do you then deal with it?
So we get the complaint, we identify that it is a complaint, no matter where it's come from. We acknowledge the person that we've received the complaint from, which is most of the time a customer, the public. We then investigate the complaint and we provide a report. We write up a report and we send that over to our stakeholders at state. And you know, we also do lots of corrective actions, follow up feedback, and try and put processes into place to make sure that these things don't occur again if an error has occurred.
So what's the role of complaints and FV?
So the role of complaints is to receive the complaints in from all different types of, all different areas of the business, so mostly from the general public. We then get the complaint, identify that it is a complaint, and we send an acknowledgement to the customer to let them know that we have their complaint and that we're working on it. We then investigate and write a report, and we then send that to state, and state are the ones who respond to the customer. Along the way, we do lots of corrective actions and implement processes to ensure that whatever the root cause of that complaint is, you know, sort of can't happen again.
How do you identify that it's a complaint?
So the mailroom sorts most of the complaints for us. So most of them that come, because most of them come from the public. So they have a list of what constitutes a complaint. So once that's identified as the complaint, they will load it into View and put it into the complaints task tray. And then each day we'll check the task tray, review the complaint, and if it's not a complaint, we'll send it back to the correspondence team and tell them to rebatch it basically, or retask it as whatever it does need to be processed as. We also get lots of emails from customers with complaints, which we still go through those manually.
What do you like about your role and Civica as a company?
I love my role because I enjoy the fact that I can help people and make a difference to people in the general public who are having some troubles resolving their matters. I also enjoy the fact that I can make a difference here and help to improve processes and customer service, so that, you know, the customer experience as a whole can improve. And I enjoy Civica. I enjoy the team of people that we have here. Everyone here is really dedicated and works really well together as a team, which makes our jobs a lot easier.
Hi, welcome to the Quality and Continuous Improvement team. Here we're a team of 8 and we manage a range of inquiries that come through from internal business units as well as the department. We also manage our internal audit program, reportable incidents under our BSA contract, as well as continuous improvement initiatives across CJS.
So we maintain a range of internal contract and process queries from around different business units. We handle approximately 200 of these per month, and we ensure that the tasks around these are actioned correctly and that we are delivering appropriate outcomes for the customers through units such as the call centre.
We also work very closely with the department's contract compliance team to ensure we're aligned with their business rules and processes. Another key aspect of our relationship with contract compliance is to work with them on the management of recordable incidents such as privacy breaches, probity incidents, and other customer experience related incidents.
Also deliver an internal audit program. We conduct process reviews on our high risk processes ensure that they be delivered in alignment with our business rules and work instruction, as well as meeting the expectation of CJS, the department and our customers.
So ongoing continuous improvement is the overarching focus of our team. So from all of the inquiries that we receive, the incidents that we investigate and the audits that we conduct, we feed all of those results and we do a trend analysis on what the key trends are for CJS and for the department as well. And we feed those into continuous improvement initiatives that focus on our customer experience, our contractual requirements and our organisational best practice.